श्री रसायन देवो नमः। उपनिषद साइंस एकेडमी लिमखेड़ा से मैं दोस्तों देवांग प्रजापति आप सबका मेरी यूट्यूब चैनल कि जिसका नाम है देवांग सर केमिस्ट्री, उसके अंदर आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ। दोस्तों आज रोज हम बच्चों स्टैंडर्ड 12th इंग्लिश मीडियम कि जिसका चैप्टर है जनरल ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री का अल्कोहल, फिनॉल एंड ईथर, उसका वीडियो नंबर 8 लेके उपस्थित हुआ हूँ कि जिसमें दोस्तों आज रोज ये वीडियो में हम केमिकल रिएक्शंस ऑफ अल्कोहल एंड फिनॉल उनका पार्ट 4 वीडियो नंबर 8 के फॉर्म में लेके उपस्थित हुआ हूँ। तो चलिए दोस्तों शुरू करते हैं आज का ये वीडियो। क्लास 12 इंग्लिश मीडियम केमिस्ट्री सब्जेक्ट जनरल ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री दोस्तों। Alcohol, phenol and ether is the name of the chapter, and Upanishad Science Academy Rajkot and Limkheda we have two different branches, and from there I Devang Prajapati teaching the chemistry subject from last 8 years. So now reactions involving cleavage of carbon oxygen, that is CO bond in the alcohols. Now before starting the video, the students who has recently joined the channel, please subscribe the channel which is written in the red color button. Beside of that you have the bell icon, press the bell icon and select all option so that you can receive the latest notification. So now let's begin the journey of reactions involving the cleavage of carbon oxygen bond in alcohol. We have the fourth reaction till reaction number 3 we have finished, okay, in the video number 7. This what it was dehydration, okay, and now reaction number 4 oxidation we are going to start. So first of all, oxidation of alcohols involves the formation of carbon oxygen double bond with the cleavage of an OH bond as well as the CH bonds. Okay, means suppose if you take the alcohol, then here it is written in Gujarati, but don't worry, I'll be translating for you in English also. Okay, so first of all here the carbon and oxygen, this bond, okay, and oxygen and hydrogen, this bond, both the bond will break. So bond breaking, bond breaking will be there. Okay, so there will be the cleavage of both the types of bond, one that is in between the OH bond and second that is between the CH bond. Okay, then the oxidation reaction will be taking place of this. Will be getting the formation of C double bond O bond which is called as a carbonyl bond. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Carbonyl bond. Okay, so this is what if you carry out the oxidation of alcohol, then you will be getting the formation of C double bond O bond. Okay, that is the carbonyl bond. Now such a cleavage and formation of bonds occur in oxidation reaction. So in the case of the oxidation reaction, you will be having the cleavage as well as the bond formation. Both the thing will be taking place in the oxidation reaction. These are also known as, make it underline in your book, dehydrogenation reactions, as these involve the loss of dihydrogen. See here, there will be the plus H2, okay, plus H2, which your book even also don't have shown, okay. So you can write it plus H2, okay, from an alcohol molecule. So from the alcohol molecule there is a loss of dihydrogen gas and the formation of carbonyl bond. Such reaction is known as then oxidation reaction, or else you can also call it as a dehydrogenation reaction, okay. Now, strong oxidizing agent such as acidified potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4, are used for getting carboxylic acids from alcohol directly. So suppose your intention is to convert alcohol into carboxylic acid, then you have to use this strong oxidizing agent like potassium permanganate, okay. Then CrO3 in anhydrous medium is used as the oxidizing agent for isolation of aldehyde. So let us see that reaction also. So we have the alcohol carry out the oxidation reaction, you will be getting the aldehyde, okay, where CrO3 you have used to carry out the oxidation reaction, okay. Now, depending on the oxidizing agent which you have used, a primary alcohol, suppose if you have taken the primary alcohol, then primary alcohol is oxidized to an aldehyde. Suppose you have taken the primary alcohol, then you will be getting, by doing the oxidation, you will be getting the aldehyde, okay. Now, which in turn is oxidized to carboxylic acid. Still, if you carry out the oxidation reaction, okay, then you will be getting the carboxylic acid, okay. So let us see that reaction. First we have taken the alcohol, carry out the oxidation reaction, you will be getting the aldehyde, still if you carry out the oxidation reaction, then you will be getting the carboxylic acid, okay. So alcohol, one time oxidation you will be receiving the aldehyde, still one more time oxidation you will be receiving the carboxylic acid, okay. Now, a better reagent for oxidation of primary alcohol to aldehyde in good yield is pyridinium chlorochromate, that is PCC. So if you want a better good yield, okay, then you can use the PCC, that is pyridinium chlorochromate, okay. A complex of, now pyridinium chlorochromate is a complex of whom such MCQ can be asked. So the answer is, one is chromium trioxide with pyridine and HCl. So let us see the reaction. Take alcohol, use PCC for oxidation reaction, you will be getting the aldehyde formation, okay. Then secondary alcohol, suppose if you have taken secondary alcohol are oxidized to ketone, okay, what you have done, the primary alcohol will give you the aldehyde. Now we are going to talk about the secondary alcohol. So secondary alcohol will give you the ketone, okay, by chromic anhydride, that is CrO3. Let us see that. So you have secondary alcohol. Why? Because this OH hydroxy group is where it is attached to the carbon. Such carbon is attached to the 1R and 2R. So that's why it is called as an secondary alcohol. Okay. React with CrO3. You will be receiving the ketone. Okay. So secondary alcohol will give you the ketone. Primary alcohol will give you the aldehyde. Okay. Tertiary alcohol do not undergo the oxidation reaction under strong reaction conditions, such as strong oxidizing agents such as the KMnO4, that is potassium permanganate, and at elevated temperature the cleavage of various C-C bond takes place and a mixture of carboxylic acid containing lesser number of carbon atom is formed. Then when the vapors of a primary or a secondary alcohol is passed over the heated copper metal at 573 Kelvin temperature, dehydrogenation reaction will be take place and an aldehyde or a ketone is formed, while tertiary alcohol undergo dehydration reaction. So you need to remember that primary alcohol and secondary alcohol, okay, when it is passed from the copper at 573 Kelvin temperature, the dehydrogenation reaction will be taking place, whereas in case of tertiary alcohol the reaction will be dehydrogenation and dehydration. Okay, both is quite different. Let us see that. The first one, the primary alcohol will give you the aldehyde, then secondary alcohol will give you the ketone, and tertiary alcohol will give you the alkene. Okay, so this is what the reaction involving the cleavage of carbon oxygen bond in alcohol as concern the oxidation. Now next one, that is reactions of phenols. Okay, so following reactions are shown by the phenols only. The first one, that is electrophilic aromatic substitution. So let us see that. In case of phenols, the reaction that takes place on the aromatic ring are in phenol. This is the structure of phenol, where the structure of phenol is quite like this: OH, benzene ring. Okay, so now in phenol, the reaction that takes place on the aromatic ring here, okay, where in this at the center, because of this on aromatic ring, okay, are electrophilic substitution reaction. Okay, in case of phenol, because of reactions which is taking place in aromatic ring is which reaction? That is the electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. That is already we have studied in class 11. Okay, now in phenol, the OH group attached to the benzene ring, this is the benzene ring, OH group which has been attached to the benzene ring will become the phenol. This OH group will activate it towards the electrophilic substitution. The OH group which is attached to the benzene ring, it activates it towards the electrophilic substitution reaction. Because of this OH group, it activates so that in phenol the electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction is taking place. Then also it directs the incoming group to where in which position at ortho and para position in the ring, as these positions become electron rich due to the resonance effect caused by OH group. The resonance structures are shown under the acidity of phenol, which we have already seen. Okay, now see how this is possible. Suppose this is the phenol. In phenol already the OH group, it is attached from the starting itself. Now suppose if you carry out nitration by HNO3, okay, so that the incoming group is NO2, that is nitro group. So this nitro group, where it will go, either it will enter on ortho position or it is going to enter on the para position. These are the two different possibilities which OH will direct to the nitro group. Okay. Then next reaction, in this case that is the first one, that is nitration. Okay, so let us see that with dilute nitric acid at low temperature, approximately at 298 Kelvin, phenol yield a mixture of ortho and para nitrophenols. So you will be receiving the ONP, that is orthonitrophenol, and PNP, that is para-nitrophenol, the mixture of these both. Okay, so let us see that. First take the phenol, the dilute HNO3, that is nitric acid, we have to take at low temperature, which is 298 Kelvin temperature. You will be receiving the orthonitrophenol, that is ONP, plus PNP, that is para-nitrophenol. Means the nitro group, as just now we have discussed, that nitro group will enter on ortho position and on para position. Now the question is, you will be getting the mixture of ONP and PNP. So how you can separate it? Okay, so let us see that also. The ortho and para isomers can be separated by, make it underline for MCQ, by steam distillation. Okay, by steam distillation process you can able to separate out them. Okay, now in case of, this is the structure of ONP, orthonitrophenol, where on ortho position you have OH group. Okay, sorry, on ortho position you have nitro group. Okay, phenol is the main compound. Now orthonitrophenol is steam volatile due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Here within the one structure of orthonitrophenol there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding in case of orthonitrophenol. इंट्रा मीन्स विद इन द मॉलिक्यूल, एक ही स्ट्रक्चर में आपको देखो यहां पे दिस इज H बॉन्ड. ओके, सो ONP इज स्टीम वॉलेटाइल, ये वॉलेटाइल हो जाएगा. क्यों? बिकॉज ऑफ द इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग. ओके, while in para-nitrophenol, see, this is the one structure of PNP, that is para-nitrophenol. This is the second structure of PNP. So here you will be seeing the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. यहाँ पे क्या बनेगा? In case of the para-nitrophenol, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular H bonding, which you can see over here between the structure of one PNP and second PNP. You will be having the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between two different structure of PNP. You will be having the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, so while in the para-nitrophenol is less volatile, this will be less volatile. Whereas here it would be the steam volatile. Okay, immediately it is converted into the volatile orthonitrophenol, whereas para-nitrophenol, okay, it is less volatile because of the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, okay, which cause the association of molecule. In case of this association, both this PNP will be associated with each other, okay. Then the next one, the first of all, with the concentrated nitric acid, that is HNO3, phenol, this one is the phenol, benzene ring, then this red color is O, and then this is H, okay, phenol. On benzene ring you have OH, that is considered to be the phenol. Okay, so with the concentrated nitric acid, phenol is converted to 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. 6 3 times, so it is tri. Who is that? It is the nitro group, so, and then phenol. Okay, say that this one is the OH, O and H, benzene ring, C, 6 carbon, here hydrogen, and then on the second position, then fourth position, and then on sixth position you have a nitro group, that is NO2. So you will be getting 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Okay. The product is commonly known as picric acid. Okay, this is also known as an picric acid. Okay, it is also known as an picric acid. The yield of the reaction product is very poor. Okay, so this is what the nitration of phenol. You will be receiving 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. In short, you can also call it as a TNP, trinitrophenol. Okay. Now, nowadays, a picric acid is prepared by treating phenol first with the concentrated sulfuric acid. Let us see that. First, we'll be taking the phenol, that is OH, and then benzene ring. We'll be treating with the sulfuric acid concentrated. So we'll be receiving, which converts to phenol. So first let's take the phenol itself. (2,4-disulfonic acid). Second position SO3H, fourth position SO3H. Okay, so this is the 2,4-disulfonic acid, phenol 2,4-disulfonic acid. Then with concentrated nitric acid, that is HNO3. Okay, with the concentrated nitric acid to get 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, OH, two, 4 and 6, NO2, NO2, NO2. This is 2, 4, 6 trinitrophenol, or picric acid also you can call it. Okay, in short you can call it TNP. Okay, so that's all for today. We'll be keeping it till here, till the nitration of phenol. Okay, any doubts are there, then you can comment it in the comment section. Okay, thank you.